In discharging this key responsibility, the legislature is guided by the rules of the House and parliamentary devices. It also scrutinizes the working of the executive through an intricate system of committees. The question hour is a very useful innovation that our parliamentary system has evolved. I personally want all of you to make the most of it to ensure executive responsibility to the legislature. For a democracy to flourish, it is necessary that diverse opinions are reflected in the legislature and are debated upon. Several rules, conventions, and procedural devices have been evolved to facilitate meaningful discussions. Central to this is the observance of decorum and respect to the chair and fellow legislators. As the chair is the custodian of the rights and privileges of the House, its ruling and directions must always be complied with, keeping oneself within the stipulated time when taking the floor to speak or intervene is necessary to allow maximum number of members to participate in the discussions. Making crisp and to the point interventions earns the confidence of the chair and fellow legislators. You must strive to raise the quality and debate and the resultant legislations. For this, you must read the parliamentary speeches and statements of great leaders across the world. I would also encourage you to acquaint yourself with a broad range of issues, but specialize in some specific areas of your own interest. This knowledge will definitely be visible in the interventions and debates in the House and the committees and give you an edge over others. In today's era of information technology, you need to keep abreast with the events of your constituency. Major orientation of the national agenda, contemporary and topical issues in the society and the world. You have to be responsive to the rising expectations of the people, use of latest technology for upgrading your knowledge and for reaching out to your electorate will certainly augment your efficacy. Honorable members, the Bureau of Parliamentary Studies and Training has been conducting training and orientation programs in parliamentary procedures and processes for the members of parliament and the state legislatures for nearly 4 decades. I am sure that the sessions of this program will be invaluable for interacting and sharing experiences with eminent parliamentarians. I trust that all of you will find the orientation program beneficial. On 30th April 2013, the Minister of Finance Shri P. Chidambaram, while moving the motion for consideration of the Finance Bill 2013, said that the post the budget presentation and post the Finance Bill introduction, we had discussions with stakeholders, members of parliament, state governments, industry, business, trade unions, and we have come up with a certain number of amendments. There was an apprehension that the wealth tax was being imposed on agricultural land. The minister clarified that the policy of the UPA government is not to impose wealth tax. A misapprehension arose following certain judgments of the Punjab and Haryana High Court. Therefore, in order to make matters so clear and place it beyond doubt, an official amendment has been introduced which makes it clear that urban land does not include agricultural land which is recorded as such in the government records and which is used for agriculture. There is no intention to change the law, and a close reading of the law will show that no change has been made. But in order to allay the apprehension, an amendment will be moved. Some other amendments are also being moved. An amendment is being moved to attract investments in rupee denominated long term infrastructure bonds. It is proposed to amend Section 194 LC so that foreign currency routed through designated accounts of a non-resident for investment in such bonds is deemed to be borrowed in foreign currency. It is proposed to withdraw this amendment in order to insert a new Section 194LD for providing a 5% rate of tax on interest payment during the period beginning 1st June 2013 and ending on 31st May 2015 to foreign institutional investors and qualified foreign investors on investments in government securities and rupee denominated government corporate bonds. Under the existing provisions of 2006 of the Income Tax Act, there is a rate of 1% on cash sale of bullion or jewelry. There was an exclusion in the parenthesis of that clause. That exclusion was giving opportunity for misuse. That exclusion is now being withdrawn. There is an amendment to 206AA carving out an exception so that the PAN requirement and consequently higher withholding tax of 20% does not apply to interest payment of non-residents in respect of long-term infrastructure bonds referred to in Section 194 LC.